bit trolly and a lot of it funny.
Want him to take the only pair of flippers in the game so nobody else can get to him, but be terribly wrong. Both runners starting off in Sanctuary. 2 quick items right around here. Oh, that is nasty for those pendants. So
Yeah,
that means Fire Rod is absolutely required.
Yeah, we're gonna need most of the items. There's only one pendant, and it's green in the Dark World. And Tower Hera is our Crystal of the Light World. We did just pick up $300, so we'll be able to afford the bottle vendor on the way to Kakariko. Should we go there?
Ooh, that's a nice tier 1.
Even the bush crab's giving out money. There's money everywhere in the seed. And bombs.
Oh, and bombs.
That's a real nice pickup right there.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of... Ooh, Quake over there. Let's see what Meyer is in a bit.
Or even worse, the dreaded case where you have to go in the front of T-Rock. So it looks like Chex is killing a couple extra things. He's probably going to check the tier 2 pull when he gets a chance. And it looks like both of them are picking up the heart at the mushroom spot.
Yeah, that's for some early survival. Don't want to grab too many hearts quite yet, at least not until we get Moon Pearl, just in case it mixes to that. The main dips into Dark World without Pearl, where you want to die pretty fast. Well, no dark rooms for us today. Tier 2 is red rupees as well.
And it looks like they're both setting up a water walk. They're probably both going to check Zora right now. They both got over 500.
Might as well. Yeah, for whatever reason, if you dash when you're kind of in a falling animation, but not really, it sits this weird state, so if you hop off a ledge going downwards, you just land on top of the water.
And now it's a pair of gloves on the island. We will definitely be back to get those really quick. You can get those from Link's house, clipping through a wall and doing some shenanigans. And our first bottle and a shield. It's always nice to find the first bottle outside of the village and then make the play over to the village.
Uh-oh, hopefully nothing's needed on that ledge on Chex's side. Kind of looked at right there. You have to, when you have this particular state loaded on Link, you have to make sure you don't touchingly land, or you'll just pop out and kind of lose the advantage of that. With the particular way that he did set it up, he wouldn't be able to get both Zora and the ledge anyways. At least on this trip.
To answer a question in chat, there's 2 ways to set up water walk. One of them is dashing over the edge of a hole, and the other one is going in there with the Moon Pearl. So they both set it up by dashing over the edge of a hole.
Yep, both runners are going to go ahead and grab that glove right now while they can.
Do not blame them at all. We're going to see our first auto walk here, where for whatever reason, when you screen transition in certain ways, you walk halfway down the screen.
Heck, having a little bit of trouble on that clip. Basically, if you do direction and dash at the exact same time for just a little bit, it inches Link over 1 frame. Go 2 pixels per frame or per input on the left and 1 pixel right. You want to be in 8 or 9 pixels, be able to do a little teleport. You'll either go straight up or down. You have to go that 1 pixel extra to go downwards. And then from there, it's like a lot of it just depends on what exactly is beneath and how that's gonna cooperate. Sometimes you get a nice little hop. Sometimes you get teleported straight down.
And in the meantime, Chuck's checking out the back of Escape. He found bombos. He also found a small key, but decided not to go and check the Dark Cross, even though he has a lamp. Let's see if that ends up being anything.
Yeah, I don't really blame him though. Trying to chase down that key right with the bomb, not so fun. Nice little clip to bypass that mirror requirement and Dark World access to get here. Opting to go ahead and start piling on those on the piece of hearts. I miss what was on Hobo.
I'm telling you, it's going to be the flippers. Chex is already over in the desert area. No weapon per se, but he's already over here before he goes to the village. He's going to pick up that $50, probably for the bottle vendor.
Yeah, but from here he's just gonna go straight upward towards the library after he gets onto this ledge. Just a piece of art in the library. Ack looks like he's setting up to go straight to Checkerboard Cave first, then possibly back to 45. Oh, 45 first. The thing with Overworld glitches is there is a ton of applications, and you just kind of have to pick and choose which ones you like more.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those modes where you can do the same thing 5 different ways and have the same outcome, and have them be relatively the same amount of time.
Yep. The big thing is making sure you're consistent when you do them.
Yeah, avoiding the soft locks and ending up getting yourself stuck is really what you want to do. And we're not even going to mention the word that starts with 8.
Starts with what I cut out a little bit right there.
We are real rich. Check's finding another 300. There's the mirror. That opens up a whole boatload of locations for the Moon Pearl and Dark World.
Oh, with
and
that.
we also have the hammer well. The well is loaded.
So we might see Hyrule Castle come up pretty soon along with Pyramid Fairy.
It's almost as if that happened in a race earlier today.
I know. That was pretty insane. Yeah, we might see the runners hop into the front part of the desert just for kicks. Just kind of complete this little cycle in Kakariko while they're in the area. But we're definitely going to be seeing Death Mountain Ascent coming up pretty fast after this.
Yeah, most definitely. And Chex also picked up the mushroom in Blind's hut. So at some point we got to go over see what the witch has.
Yeah, probably turn that in with his Death Mountain check too. With Zora already cleared out. Quick little hop from Death Mountain takes you straight to Witch. Pretty fun stuff.
And we see Chex setting up the Death Mountain ascent here, where he's going to wrap across the top of the screen, back to the bottom, and put himself on a Death Mountain. Just to note, he's going to wiggle the screen back and forth here until we can see the top of the entrance. If you don't do that, Takes the game a good 2 minutes to load this room.
Yep, so how that particular thing worked right there, so whenever you do something, you teleport past the screen boundary, the game keeps track of two different coordinates. One is your position relative to the screen that you're actually seeing right now, and the other one is global in relation to the overall map. So if you skip a transition and you hit the transition to the right, it's actually going to load data from one tile above from where looks like you exited from.
And Check's picking up the first sword off the old man, nearly dying in the process, but he did manage to pick it up. We do see the book on top of Spectacle Rock. He's going to go and grab this item, grab this hint. Ack checked the mushroom. It was just some rupees. He's not going to leave. He's not going to pick that up. He's going to keep his mushroom by hard resetting his console. And Check's picking up the ice rod, and some bombs require the boots. Good thing we already have the boots. We can get those bombs.
Check's doing a quick little boots buffer to get over to Hera. There's two main setups to get into Hera from that one. One requires spin speed, the other, as long as you do the right spot on the right side of that little bump over there, you just fall right into the entrances effectively.
Hey, there's a unique item in Turtle Rock. Was Ack trying to cover the hole with a
More than
old
old man. That he was.
That would have been amazing. And we see Ack picking up his sword from the old man. Chex is about to come up on another hint and 2 more chests.
I think that was the second item right there.
Sure enough was.
Ooh.
And the hook shot's in the village. And we don't have the hook shot. And we've already checked Sick Kids, so... Does that put it on Blacksmiths? Or, Magic Bat?
Really hard to say right now. We'll find out soon enough.
Oh, sorry, it said Dark Village.
Dark Village. There is logical access to both C-shape house and treasure game.
And I believe you can get into Thieves Town also. It's just not in Logic.
Yeah, not on logic.
And here we see Chex doing a downward teleport to pick up that book. It's gonna go over and check the cabinet really quick.
That's an amazing place for a book.
No matter what you do, the bad boomerang returns to you. Doubt he's gonna be back for it.
Oh, he's going to do a select buffer T-Rock climb.
Oh, so he's gonna use the mirror to get into that spot. And then while he's a bunny, he's going to clip through the wall. That's pretty amazing.
Yep, man. He still didn't actually break logic this time around by doing that. since he does have access to the Turtle Rock portal anyways. So a little bit faster way to get to the same area.
He does get the Super Bunny state. Ack beat the
What
boss
is-
and fell through the center hole. What is going on here?
Somebody wants to show off his hovering skills today. Maybe there should be a mode where hovers are taken into account for logic. He would definitely have a blast with that.
You could just remove half the floors if that was the case.
Alright, both runners at 1 crystal. Checks a little bit further ahead. There are a few things that he skipped. That flute is kind of okay. We don't need it anymore to actually get places.
Now, some people will activate it just to get around the world a little bit quicker, but it's totally not necessary. We can clip our way into mine. And with a number of clips that Chex knows and map wraps, you can navigate this map faster than that flute can, so I would not be surprised if he never activates it. And it looks like Ack forgot that he got 2 items, so he's going to check the basement of Hera to get the map.
Oh no.
And Paradox Cave not doing a whole lot for us today.
Yep, and Check is getting ready to go cash in his mushroom. I didn't see what was on the island. I don't think didn't sound like there was anything on there. Oh, I didn't get the auto walk though.
Yeah, I think he was trying to screen wrap to the island from where he was at.
Ah.
It looks like Ack's trying to get himself unstuck from the clouds. And Chex is setting up. He's going to be taking a death here after he resets his camera by going in and out of this cave. He's going to take a death here and restart back at Link's house. He's going to go check something first, though.
Yep, and then he'll use that. Then I'll probably use the back of that escape to get into Holy Hand Room. So since we came down to the screen in non-conventional means, and we've entered a cave that doesn't actually reset the camera properly. Or does it? Could have sworn I was told to give him a Holy Hand Room after that.
I think it would have given him Holy Hand Room. I think you're right. Ack showing off the hovers again. And Chex proved me wrong by letting the swag duck do his thing.
Goal was that green pendants. Not too terribly concerned about what the red pendants are, because we already have access to Pyramid Fairy right now.
Chuck's picking up a potion. That might come in useful later if he decides to try to get the blacksmith early.
Nice little clip from Potion Shop. Get you straight back to Sahasrara. Not gonna find much here, but that's fine. It does look like he's planning to do some fake flutes once he gets to Dark World. But first he's going to go ahead and cash in that pyramid, possibly hop into Hyrule Castle while he's here. And I'll probably use that fake flute as after he checks the pyramid item.
So we still have no Moon Pearl. Where do we think we're going to find it today?
Right here. Or shovel, that's fine too.
Could be Shovel and the Moon Pearl.
Alright, one more time entering for checks, and then he should be able to pop out right now. Hey, I was right.
Right here on the side of the pyramid. Alright, so now we have access to almost everything in the game right now. Looks like he's
gonna do hammer
gonna
pegs.
go clip through this wall here. Yep, and check hammer pegs. In the meantime, Ack looks like he's gonna make his way to Dark Death Mountain. Well, the Quake will open up Turtle Rock if we want to go in the front. Not sure why we'd do that, but it's there.
With that Moon Pearl, we'll probably see that Village of Outcast check. Since we saw that hint for a hook shot over there. But looks like he might have something a little bit different in mind, since if he's gonna go this route.
Yeah, he's probably gonna just do a Death Mountain descent right over here.
Yeah, I just kind of figured with the gloves and hammer, he would take the portal over there. Well, this puts you right next to this. Unfortunately, not very useful today.
Yeah, and the other thing, without mitts, getting to that portal is a little bit slower because you do have to run all the way around to where the hammer pegs are on the top, and then you're pretty much pointed toward Skull Woods and can't get back to the village too easily without running through a bunch of bushes. And we do find Cain in Mimic Cave. Right next to Turtle Rock, that we need it for.
Yep, and Chex opted not to hop in over there when he was in the area. So who knows how long it'll be before he makes his way back. Possibly shortly after he gets that hook shot, but we'll see where the other items lead him first.
Yeah, and we see Ack doing a bunny revival. He's gonna dip Turtle Rock here. It's gonna be pretty dangerous. He's just died again in the Poke Room. He's got green mail. He's only got 4 hearts, so pretty much everything in here will one-shot him.
Not much value over in Skull Woods, but we'll see that hookshot pretty soon.
And Axe making use. There's the hookshot right there. C-shaped house. Ack making use of his bomb bow to clear this room out since he only has fighter sword. Don't blame him.
Okay, compass at Big Key Chest and Turtle Rock. If the Chomp Chest does not have a small key, he is logically locked out of the front part of Turtle Rock.
Alright, we do get that small key from the Chomp, so we can keep going in here.
Alright, don't have to worry about agging him to get that Quake. Well, not yet at least. We'll see. Check out what that Mire Medallion is shortly after he finishes this dungeon.
And Axe says he's seen enough. He doesn't have the fire rod, so he can't get the big key. He's gonna save and quit and head somewhere else. Hopefully back to the pyramid. And it looks like that's what he might be doing if he can find this portal. Just needs to move a little bit up and down, left, left.
Straight right now. Too far down. Yes, one of the trickiest parts about these glitched modes is, so when you wrap around these screens, you can't see the tiles you're trying to actually interact with.
And we just saw a hint tile on Chex's screen. So he now knows Canis Samaria is in Mimic Cave. And Axe trying to find the portal again, gets it successfully this time.
And yes, logic in this he will actually require the Aghanim, but used correctly, they can avoid it.
Alright, we see Ack taking a death so we can get back to Link's house really quick. And he's going to go in that portal and check out Pyramid Fair. Pick up his shovel and get his Moon Pearl off the pyramid. We still haven't found anything good in Thieves Town yet. It looks like the Pyramid Fairy's handing out free fairies today.
Just the thing that we need all the time.
Thank you for visiting. Here, take one of my children. And Check's now doing the scripted blind fight. Finishes the fight up, all for $5.
Yeah, so the fun thing with the traditional setup for that clip, to get in that mirror portal placement to get into that pyramid early, it places you fairly far up into the wall, but sometimes you just have to go in a few times. Well, most of the time, you normally have to go in a few times to basically pop Link out a few pixels each time.
Alright, how many digs for the dig game today?
17.
Very close. It was 22 for $20.
And Ack is opting to finish off Escape for us. See if this Dark Cross has anything of value. Just some health, no big deal. Alright, moment of truth. Do we need to beat Aghanim? Nope.
Nope. And we do have that medallion. But we do know where Kane is, and Chex does not have it.
Doesn't hit mirror soon enough to erase that block, unfortunately. Have to make a second trip into the shed.
And it looks like he's going to make a stop here by Desert. It's only 2 items, only a pendant, so we probably don't have to beat it. But there's a hint tile in here, so maybe we'll learn something.
Let's see what do we need left for the seed? We need flippers, bow, fire rod. Only thing that can be on pedestal that for go mode would be the flippers. And then since there's other swords, we're not gonna worry about sword on pedestal.
And over on Axe side, we see him killing a boss with one of his minions and picking up the Titan's mitts for his efforts.
Not gonna be a big deal for Chex to not get that. He knows how to get into Ice Palace without the mitts. But those mushroom will make this trip a lot nicer for Ack when he goes over to Hammer Peg, so we can actually just hit straight into Outcast from there. Anything that, as far as logic, there are 3 locations that require the mitts: Ice Palace, Blacksmiths, and Purple Chest.
And Ack does have the mirror, so he might go ahead and check out that blacksmith right away. Chex, on the other hand, will have to either find the mitts or do a YBA to get the blacksmith out. We're about to see a fake powder from Ack.
Yeah. Chex does not already has everything he needs to get the mid locked location. So
Spend all your magic to do fake powder, and you get a magic potion back.
sounds like a fair trade. 3 bombs on Bombos. You're gonna see Chex head on over to the Grove really fast. Probably end this cycle at Hype Cave. Maybe see the hint in Swamp.
Did he do South Shore yet?
I don't believe so. I don't think either runner had. No, X done.
Yeah, I don't think either one of them's done it. So we might see Chex end up all the way over at Ice Rod Cave.
And if nothing useful's come out of it, possibly a Quake Dip into Eastern, or he'll go straight to Mimic Cave after Ice Rod Cave. Money, and
The cave formerly known as Hype Cave.
yeah, orders have to stop sometime, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Chex is going to grab this hint out of Swamp.
Is that errors in cache?
Arrows and cash it was. Nothing good on the left side. So that'll make the Swamp trip a little bit faster. It's always really nice to find the Swamp hint inside Swamp. We did just pick up silver arrows out of the dam. For right now, we just have to throw them because we don't have the bow yet.
But we do have our fire rod.
So if he knows the Mimic Juke, he can go all the way up GT if he wants. Oh no, Ack taking a death. Oh, he does have a fairy.
Offered from straight from the Great Fairy. That was amazing.
And we see Mini Moldorm Cave just having a boomerang. So, no progress there.
Yeah, Chex has seen that hint, so he does know about Kane. But he doesn't have a pressing need for it right now while he's doing these checks.
Alright, so Chex is going off the mountain. He's probably going to grab Kane. He might even go beat Turtle Rock right now. He does have a little stuff to do so. And he'll be able to check Hookshot Cave. He's already checked Super Bunny. Probably make his way down to Catfish after that. We did see a hint tile saying that there was a unique item here in Turtle Rock, so going in there might have some value.
Agreed on that one. Nothing in Hookshot Cave today, unfortunately.
And Check's making a dip into Mimic Cave. He's going to pick up his Canyon Samaria. And Act taking down Blind, picking up his second crystal of the game. And Act's gonna activate his flute.
Let's see, what all does Chex have access to after this? He could hop into Mire. He's done the front part of Skull Woods. Did this dip into Desert. If we don't see a bow here, I'm guessing we'll probably see that GT play next.
Yeah, there's just too many items in GT to be skipping that right about now.
I didn't see. I missed what the Smith's check was.
Yeah, it looks like the Smith was just a heart container. And we're about to see what purple chest is.
Piece of hearts. So we'll see our big key up in roller chest. Well, there's our unique item. And another one.
Powder.
Yep, Cape doesn't really give you access to anything other than one of the methods to survive Spike Cave.
Right, and we already have the blue cane, so we can already get through there. We see Axe on the South Shore route now. Gonna be picking up the same stuff Chex did. Chex is a little bit low on health here. Does he still have a fairy in a bottle? Or did he get rid of that?
He got rid of it pretty early on and replaced it with a blue potion.
That's right, he did.
But he does have that powder, so... And plenty of antifairies along, leading up to Trinex.
And a third unique item in here. He is going to take the safety door, it looks like. Nope, he's going to use the potion. Axe making a dip into Ice Palace. The first hint was just what we got out of Pyramid Fairy, so no new information there. Axe taking out all the Pen Gators with a hook shot. Just a map in the first chest.
We're also running out of places for swords, so... GT's probably got 2 of them in there.
And we're seeing hammer strats on Trinex from Chex.
Very nice low percent strats on that.
Nice skill by Chex. Axe showing off his hover again.
And he makes it.
He did get the second hint tile in here, and all it said was a unique items in plain sight. The Moon Pearl's already got that covered, so you still haven't learned anything really. Just wow, that's all. Check's going back to Dark World. I wonder if he's going to check Catfish before he goes up to GT. Okay, so unique item is in plain sight. Quake is in plain sight. 2 of the 3 hints coinciding.
There's some hearts there are on Catfish. We'll see what's over here on Axe side.
Oh, we're getting a Spike Cave play out of Chex. Axe picking up the big key, so we'll be able to get that in a few minutes.
Or with some bombs in Spike Cave. Probably see a spin speed with that cane. in our trip into GT. Chex has logical access to clear the entire bottom of GT right now. And a method to despawn some mimics, so not sure if we'll see him go ahead and do that this time or hold off a little bit.
And it looks like we're going to see Tower from him. Ack finding the second male upgrade in Ice Palace. Purely vanilla.
Oh, top
Just
room just for a key.
Ack gonna make use of his green potion here on Cold Stare and burn him down with a fire rod. Nicely done.
Best way to fight Cold Stare. At least enough. At least for entertainment. It does the same damage as Temper Sword. And a lot safer than Hammer Strats.
Alright, so right side GT not holding anything useful. Let's see what we get in the left. It looks like Ack's gonna make the Meyer play here.
Well,
There's our
a
flippers.
flipper. And our
And our
bow.
bow.
So, need a sword now, and that's it.
Yeah. We are in sword mode now. And there's our big key for Ganon's tower. He's gonna keep going though. No sword yet.
Bottle number 3 with a B in it.
And Axe already found one item out of Misery Mire. Just found the big key too. Looks like he's gonna keep going, trying to find the second item before the boss. Big chest just having a big 20. And Axe gonna skip the cutscene chest.
Using his newly acquired bow with those silvers. And there's his sword. Oh man.
Wow.
Two in the same room. This is a nice
56
sort of...
minutes, 23 seconds. Chexhuman has hit go mode. Ack finally finding that second item. Just a piece of heart.
That is a nice way to get stuck in those pegs.
He found his way through. He's fine.
Next, gonna make his way on down to finish off Vitreous. Gonna have a fun fight with hammer strats, possibly drain all his bombs.
Yeah, fighter sword Viddy's never a fun fight. Check stopping for some magic and health.
Yes, we still need the Ganon hole opened up, otherwise we have no way to actually get to the Ganon fight. Pretty good gauntlet so far.
Nice damage boost there. And here come the bombs for Viddy. Landmo 2's down, and Check's heading further up the tower.
Meanwhile, Actual playing a bunch of tiny eyeballs over here. Or giant ones, I guess, still. In a super giant one. Yep, and each eye hits incredibly hard.
Yeah, blue mail, it should be 3 hearts per hit.
But handling this fight really well.
It's just one of those you gotta take your time and just make sure to not take too much damage.
Alright. Small eyeballs down. A lot of hammers to this giant eyeball, and we will be done with fire. 3 swords in GET. That is insane.
It was nice to see him almost not check that chest. And then he does check it, and it ends up being butter. And he's off to fight the geometry wizard. It looks like Ack's gonna dip into the desert. He needs to get up to GT and needs to get up there pretty quick.
I think we'll see him head over there next. He's already cleared out a few chests in Turtle Rock, so and then he does know that he can complete it, but may not want to right now.
Alright, so just 4 go mode dungeons for Chex to finish up here.
Yep, and let's see. Where was Big Key and Meyer again? That was right over the bridge, so gonna be a pretty fast go mode for that. So we'll see where that Big Key is in Pod. Nice little shortcut to get right by the maze.
And Ack's still making some overworld checks. Need him to go up to GT. It looks like Pod was not bow locked. Chex skipping the vanilla big key chest. And it looks like Ack is going to make the play into GT. This is really good for Ack right here.
Yep. He'll still have a little bit of catch up, but he's already completed 2 of the he's already got 2 crystals up on Chex. And we'll likely see him continue on to Armos as well.
Looks like he's going to skip tile room, save himself a little time here.
And Vanilla Big Key.
A vanilla big key and Pod, yeah. So that's going to make for a really quick run through Pod here. Ack will have the same thing. Is Ack going back for tile room?
Possibly, or possibly. I wonder if he's going. No, I don't think he's going for that full magic. Just past tile room either. You'll be rewarded with a small key over here.
And Chex avoiding the turtle party. Ack spending that small key to go through that door.
Honestly, not a bad choice. Like, he's already saved one of the keys by not bending that one on the right side. And we'll see if he continues to go down this left side. No, he doesn't have a big key yet. So if you happen to make it or hop into the Ganon's fight and you don't have the all 7 crystals or whatever your goal is, Ganon just gives you a prepackaged hot message and tells you to finish your goal. If you decide to stay all the way to the 4th phase, you will find out you will not be able to hurt Ganon at all.
And I believe he also calls you a numpty. And yes, Chex did marry back.
He's clearing at a... I don't think he has his music on. Does he? I don't have audio.
Chex, you're right. Chex doesn't play with music. He's clearing out a pendant dungeon. He does have music on. We're listening to his stream. Yep. Don't know, but we'll be at Armos tonight's pretty soon. Hopefully Ack does check all the chests up here at the top of GT. He will at least get a Master Sword. It'll put him at a little disadvantage to Gold Sword. But he will be able to finish the game that way.
That's all that matters. He realized his mistake.
And it looks like Chex off to Swamp now. It's going to be a really fast go mode Swamp. Nice Lambo too by Ack. Where's... Oh, Chex is going to go over to Meyer first.
That's a nice bomb clip over there. Yeah, one of the more recent discoveries was how to effectively manage essentially a damage boost that clips you out of bounds. It's like the possibility of harnessing this was known for a really long time. It's like in NMGs, like if you do a really bad dash and get hit, you get knocked out of bounds sometimes. And then, I guess it's just a touch over a year ago now, There were some applications that uses bombs to make some of the indoor clips a lot easier. And then more recently, these clips on upward slopes. Traditionally, it's like you always had to do one that was on the bottom of Link, rather than on top.
And with that Master Sword pickup at 111.11, Ack is now in go mode and misses the hover on Troll Arm 2.
And he doesn't have pattern, so he does need to be a little bit careful. It's not a fun trip all the way back up GT.
Check's about to get his big key here.
Alright, and there's no more big key hunting for Chexhuman. He's in complete go mode now.
Trolldorm is definitely living up to his name today.
Alright, I see that hookshot out. Looks like he's going to go ahead and defeat multiple time. Hold arm. Nice. Oh, now that's gonna be fast mode now. There we go.
Alright, and Ack's about to enter his Geometry Wizard fight.
Go on this round. Right, I ate the last projectile. One more to go. Meanwhile, Silver Arrow, Victory Ace goes by pretty fast on Check's side.
Yeah, Silver Arrows make that fight nearly trivial.
Provided you don't miss a shot, guaranteed 0 cycle there.
And Chex is going to clip his way back over to Swamp. Be going there next.
Yeah. He's basically got himself in such a setup that he's basically doing an all dungeons, finishing off an all dungeons run.
So right now we got Chex 1 crystal ahead of Ack and 2 swords ahead. Ack's got some work to do to catch up on this one. And to answer our question in chat, silvers were in the dam. Maybe we'll get lucky and see Ack pick those up. Never mind, Ack has those. We see Ack also deciding to skip the vanilla big key chest, which is a vanilla big key. And while these runners are just blazing through these go mode dungeons, just a reminder, if you like what you're seeing from these guys, hop on over to their channels and give them a follow. These guys are putting on good races all the time, both excellent players. Show them some love.
No, and Ack is going to go backside of pod first, looking for that big key.
That's rather unfortunate. Chex going for the quick kill.
Argus movement. Unfortunately, kind of broke that up for him pretty fast.
One silver arrow puts him to rest though. And Chex is going to be off to Ice Palace next.
I wonder if we'll see Chex do a quick save or a save really fast. He's pretty confident on what he has to do next to enter Ice Palace. There's a chance that if he's in it, does this, or goes a little bit too high, he could actually hardlock and lose a lot of progress. But basically, he's going to transition the same frame he hits a transition, walk back right after lining up to the right height, and end up here.
Making it look a lot easier than it is.
Yes, like the pixel window that you have isn't very big in order to not be stuck in a wall around Ice Palace rather than being able to get inside. And on the lower bounds and on the upper bounds, not too high, much higher, you would get in a scroll lock. Yep, and then for that reason, we don't see these mirror wraps in logic in Overworld glitches.
And Axe on his way to go fight Helmasaur. He's a little bit low on health, so he's going to want to be a little bit careful.
And I don't know what his bottle content situation is anymore. I don't think he's restocked on anything.
Yeah, I don't think he has any backups.
Perhaps we'll see a nice enough prize pull out of in these turtles to get some health in here. I mean, he does have blue mail, so... And... So he can take a few hits, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, we're going to see simultaneous boss fights here. Cold Stare going on the left, and Helmasaur going on the right.
And simultaneous kills. And that is crystal number 7 for Chex, crystal number 5 for Acktheboker, Ack still does need to find that big key that's over in Roller Room. And then he'll just be clearing bosses from there.
Yeah, and because of where Quake is, he's going to have to go in through the middle of Turtle Rock to get back to the front. Looks like Ack might be going in through Laser Bridge to go pick up that big key and mirror himself back to Laser Bridge where he can finish the dungeon really quick. And Chex dropping in on the Ganon fight, which with the gold sword and silver arrows should not last long at all.
Yep, just have to get 6 slashes before the next time Ganon spins his trident. And then 6 times before fire bats are done. And boom, phase 3. Quite a few warps already.
I was gonna say, this is usually the part of the fight where I'm screaming at my screen, stop moving Ganon. Eventually he will, we'll get to hit him. He'll knock out part of the floor. 4 times with that, and then we're on to phase 4. Check's missing the torch glitch, but not really a concern here. And now just walk across that bridge and he will be done and win this race. And with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 24 minutes, 11 seconds, Chexhuman has won the race. GG Chex. And meanwhile, Axe headed over to the roller room where he's going to pick up his big key. Won't be surprised to see him check the rest of this, as well as the laser bridge. Being on Master Sword, he doesn't know that he's already skipped the other 2 swords. So he's going to be looking for a 3rd sword to make this a little bit quicker for himself.
Didn't get his... Oh.
And Looks like Ack just saw the dot done and he's forfeited from the race.
GG, Zach.
GG, Ack.
We'll see if the runners are gonna hop in for the interviews.
And we're joined by Chexhuman. GG, Check.
Thank you, GG.
So, those 3 swords.
How about that? They're just in Ganon's tower.
I saw some vanilla muscle memory got you that 4th sword. You almost stopped yourself and think, might as well.
What do you mean?
Oh, you started doing... It looked like you had a little bit of a hesitation while doing basically the vanilla strat in that room to grab that key.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I actually don't usually do that in vanilla. I typically open that chest in randomizer.
Ah. So, Ack, the last 2 swords were behind Ice Armos.
Okay, that's awesome.
All 3 swords, or 3 swords were in Ganon's tower.
Nice.
Did you get go mode, Ack?
Yeah, I had go mode from the Stalfos room.
Right.
Nice though, GG's. I was really expecting quite a quick finish from you once I found my go. Man, I skipped quite a bit of stuff too, but I was like, wow, everything was seemingly very available this season.
I agree. I made a pendant crystal error for a few minutes, and
Nice.
Thought that you would take it from there. Because I finished pod and then mirrored to Eastern to complete that crystal dungeon.
Nice. So, Chex, what happened in your Mimics 1?
Oh, I don't know. I thought I was like gonna go some alternate route, and then I don't know what happened. The peg
Alternate route?
room.
There's 2 doors in there.
Alright. I don't know what happened. I got stuck in the pegs and got confused.
The pegs in like GT before Mimics?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I saw someone asking. I was curious, so...
Yeah. So there's a strange, like, graphical glitch that I happened upon, or I don't know what kind of glitch it was, really. Since I started floating above the Samaria platform in the first room of Turtle Rock, had to do with some damage that I took, and Lynx floated up above the screen and wrapped all the way onto the bottom of it.
Yeah, that was rather interesting.
I don't know, Chex. That kind of sounds like a dungeon glitch. Those aren't allowed by the rules. We're gonna need a recount on this one.
I welcome any recount and DQs as long as it leads to more glitch discoveries.
Nah, dude,
Alright.
I'm only joking. GG, so man.
Now just
GG.
find a way to make that stuff useful.
So were there any items in that seed that kind of threw you off a little bit, or anything that led you to say, oh my god, I might be behind here?
The gold sword in the at the top of GT made me think I might fall behind. Because I was thinking Ack got go mode in Ganon's tower, and then maybe just got the big key and mirrored, and then I would lose all the time of Ice Armos and Rando Room and all that, and thought that I might not be able to make up enough time. That was my guess. But everything before that felt so like right in the line of where I needed to go that I was feeling really good about my place in the seed.
No, I think I did quite a handful of things. You probably had a pretty big buffer to do whatever you wanted. I had some issues this seed. So. The biggest issue I had was my sprite has a tail, and his tail blocks the shadow that I use for a Q, and I was like, well, that was not very intelligent of me to pick the sprite, but we figured it out.
Okay, well, props for, figuring out something new mid-tourney.
Overworld glitches is fun. I'm still really out of practice on it. Some things happen I didn't think that were gonna happen, and yeah, it got a little silly. Did you do GT before you did Ice and Mire?
Yes.
Okay, that would. I did Ice and Mire before GT, so I got the hammer fighter sword victory.
That was pretty well done, though.
Yeah, that went well.
I don't think you got hit on that one.
No, I don't think so. I was trying to damage boost and kill the left side of the eyes early, but I got hit real early on, so I had to abandon that. But then I did Tile Room and Hera for a map because I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, no.
And then then I tried to hover Moldorm 1. That didn't work. And then I think I fell 3 or 4 times on Moldorm 2.
Ugh. Did we all get the same hints?
I think the only hint you got that he didn't get was the one in Thieves Town, but he had already had Kane by the time you checked that hint.
Oh. Wow.
I got the Thieves hint, I think.
That pointed Mimic Cave as
Oh, yeah.
Maria, I think.
Yeah, I was really upset that the Fire Rod was as free as it was. I don't know why I just didn't do South Shore, but yeah, that would have been really cool because I would have been able to do Turtle Rock my first trip up the mountain. And the Biggie was kind of in that like really crappy spot that you had to backtrack all the way over there just to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I felt like I could skip it while I was up there as a bunny, and then yeah, just continued on.
Yeah, I was scared to death not having the pearl. As long as I did, I've been like blessed to always have an early pearl, and I'm just like, all right, Chex just like beats all of these seeds without the pearl, like he doesn't. And I'm over here like I can't even clip because this guy's got a weird tail. I was sweating bullets like the whole seed. No. When I found the pearl, I was so relieved.
Nice.
So you're saying next round you want us to just turn off shadows?
I mean, whatever. You know, like I'll be okay with it this time. Maybe I don't know.